FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread on your career and finances. I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close it out with spirit guide messages. Now, with all of that said, I want you guys to know that this situation that you guys are in right now, for those that are going to resonate with this reading, it's sticky. Like, spirit showing me, literally walking like in a puddle of gum, and like it just kind of sticking and pulling. But literally you have like your spirit guides, your angels, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, right, that are coming in, and they're literally like spraying like goo gone, okay, to release you from this. So I want you to know that no matter what you're experiencing, you are protected right now. There's definitely a lot of competition or drama at work, okay? You have work drama showing up, but what I'm getting intuitively is like you guys could be like fighting for a similar position or something like that that's going on, okay? I do see that you are going to have a reason to celebrate through all of this. There could be just drama with like your other employees at work or whatever it may be. I am getting like, just something's going to resolve itself. So there's nothing that you really need to do except for to make the choice to remain focused. There's also this energy here of like you focusing on something, and it's like your mind is moving a lot faster than energy is actually moving. Like it's like you have a goal, right? And it's like you want to reach this goal a lot quicker, but and you're trying to be patient, but you're also overthinking because it's taking longer than you may have expected. Spirit's again asking you to trust your intuition. Like, know that this is going to happen. Again, behind work drama, you guys have celebration. Like, there's going to be reason to celebrate. Nice. And behind that, you guys have increase in income, okay? It may not come in like overnight. You're not, twista here. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate the donation. Thank you. Oops, I was trying to heart it. Can I heart it? Maybe I can't heart it. I'm sorry. I tried to. 4 for 4. Love that. That could be another confirmation there, okay? But again, you guys are protected here during this time. You feel like you're just kind of like holding things together until then. And I feel like you guys have passion in the reverse, but you also have ascending and the upright. So there's something here that what I'm getting is like you might have kept like a lover or something like that more secret. Maybe you didn't want to like share it with the world yet. Maybe this is like a sneaky link or somebody that you just started dating. But this is going to come to the surface where it's like you're being prepared for this union, or this is this energy of like you haven't had love around you in a long time, and you don't even know it yet, but you are about to meet like the love of your life, okay? Because of some sort of choice or decision you make where it's like, oh, I don't want to go out, and then you end up going out and you end up meeting literally the love of your life, okay? So there is like, it's like the passion is being restored in your life by you going out and having very specific experiences, which is going to be really good for you. So your original card was protection, and this just talks about how like you don't have to worry, there's protection all around you. Some of you guys have some sort of choices or decisions to make during this time right now, and you're kind of feeling stuck, like you don't really know which way to go. You feel like you don't want to hurt yourself or others in the process of making these choices and decisions, and Spirit's telling you to remain focused and go for what is meant for you. Being very remaining patient, okay? Like you are going to see the growth here. Let's go ahead and shuffle live and see what we've got. Messages, please. By the way, this year has been a Jet 2 holiday, hence this little costume. This is definitely the easiest of my costumes here. I've got 8 different costumes for YouTube. You guys have been requesting that I bring them back, so I am bringing them back. I've been on a little bit of a leave of absence though, just to take care of myself, my family, other things that I've got going on in my life, like other projects and stuff like that. And then I also shattered my ankle and my foot, and I have to have surgery. So that is why the crutches there. That's not part of a costume or anything. That is just me being disabled right now. But anyways, so thank you for your patience for those of you guys coming back who haven't seen me in a while, and for the rest of you guys who are just joining and don't know me, hi, I word vomit. Okay, I literally just shuffled live, you guys, and you got protection again with altar. Now listen, the veil is very, very thin. We are coming up with Dia de los Muertos, okay? Your pets are going to come through on October 27th, so putting up your ofrenda. For the rest of you guys that maybe you just have like a family altar, a very specific deity altar, make sure you are feeding your altar, okay? Feeding your ancestors, leaving offerings during this time right now. It's going to be very important, especially because they are doing so much work for you during this time to make life more favorable for you. So it says a sacred devotion, a worship, skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. Now remember that, an offering could simply be prayer or sitting in front of your altar, meditating, whatever it may be. For those of you guys who don't have an altar, it's very easy to set one up. You could literally use like an end table, okay, right by your bed. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. I personally have an altar in every single room in my house. Every single room, even in my child's room, my children have altars in their room. Okay, I've got an altar in the living room. We've got a family ancestor altar, etc., etc. Like, we've got altars everywhere. It's a lot of work though, and you don't have to be like that. So I'm more so using that as an example. Like, you don't have to do that. I do that. My wife does that. We do that. But you do not have to. Sacred devotion just looks like whatever it is. It could be sitting out in nature, and nature can be your altar as well. Okay. All right. So again, protection is a big component here in your reading this week, specifically card number 29, letting you know that you are at a critical point. There's like a critical turning point that's happening here. Whatever the sticky situation is, it is coming to an end. Okay. You also have the turtle card coming up for you. You have the camel card coming up for you. Lots of animals, turtles or camels can be significant. And then you also have the red card coming up for you, okay? Overall energy is rain. So you're going through a massive cleansing right now, and Spirit's asking you to see the silver lining, or look for the bright side of things at this point in time, okay? Camel can represent a journey that you're on, and I feel like this is like a spiritual journey more than an actual physical journey, although some of you guys could be traveling. But for me, this is more about self-sufficiency, or like your stamina on this spiritual journey, and like not giving up here. Turning fear into faith instead, okay? And your wisdom and endurance is going to become your focus here. With the camel card, think of like a camel holds a lot of water here. So I feel like you guys have been holding on to like a lot of emotions that are needing to be cleansed, needing to be released right now. Hi Stephanie, welcome. That are needing to be released right now, okay? With the turtle card, again, slow and steady here, but this card says protection. Oh, interesting. It says protection right on it. Peace. Okay. Fertility, persistence, and patience. So pace yourself here. One thing at a time will lead to the bigger goal. The card red. Yeah, dealing with a hoe. Okay, yes. You're dealing with somebody who's down low. They're very secretive. Okay, they're keeping things on the low right now. They have some sort of like hidden agenda around you. The color red can be very significant. They could wear red high heels or something like that. But this person's like running in a way here. Okay, you're dealing with a sneaky bitch. Literally, this card, it really isn't a good card, to be honest. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. So your personal journey and everything like that looks good. Just be patient with yourself and know that everything's going to be favorable for you. Yeah, Three of Swords. So you could be going through some sort of painful experiences right now, though. Again, in this sticky situation, you're going to come out on top. We do have the High Priestess here. There could be some sort of secrets that are being revealed during this time. But these things that are being revealed to you right now are to bring you into the right path and the right opportunity that's meant for you, even if they don't feel good, okay? Even if they're disappointing to hear with the Sun card and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. It might feel like something's unstable, but what the universe is doing is they're actually taking down an energy that is not good for you. It's not built on a stable foundation here. So try to trust the process, as painful as that may be, even if it's not what you want. Sometimes we pray for what we want and it's not meant for us, like, for example, as somebody I've been running a spiritual based business for 12, 14 years. I don't even know how long. It's been forever now. But for so long. And one of the big things that a lot of people have the audacity, because it's an audacity here, to ask me is if I will do like love spells or binding workings to get somebody to like obey them or conform to their every need or like choose them over everything. And that's one thing that I will never, ever, ever, ever do. And it's for a reason here, because more often than not, like, you're not sitting down and asking the divine, like, hey, is this the right person for me? I'm using that as an example here. But, there's this energy where it's just like you're dealing with somebody who's not for you, essentially, is what I'm trying to say here. And the divine is trying to protect you, even if you don't see it in the moment. In the past, there were so many things that I wanted in life, and I can see now why I was never meant to have them because they were never actually for me. As much as I was being stubborn and thought, I was like, no, this is the only thing I want and it is for me. It was never for me, right? And so that's what I'm kind of getting with your situation here. It's like there's something that you think that you want, or that you think that is aligned, and perhaps you thought it was going to be like your forever. Maybe you thought you were going to be with like your forever person or something like that, and you're realizing you're not. Or maybe you thought that you were going to go in a specific direction in your career, or be friends with somebody forever. And, you know, it's like, and these things are being taken from you, but they're not being taken from you. They were just misaligned. They were built on faulty foundations. Okay, so let them fall, let them crash, and know that you are protected and you're actually going to align to everything that you want and your desire. Okay, tell me about the color red, please. Tell me about this person. Ooh, okay, yeah, somebody's very attention hungry. You have the 2 pentacles, so they're juggling like you and another person. You have 4 of wands in the reverse, and the Hierophant in the reverse. These hoes ain't loyal. That's what I'm getting here, genuinely. Like, you're dealing with somebody who just like doesn't understand loyalty, and they're definitely not loyal to you. You have the 8 of Swords here, and they don't even think about like how it makes you feel. Okay, like this person does not care about how it makes you feel in a situation. You could be dealing with a fixed sign, a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or another Aquarius like yourself. You felt like you and this person were destined. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Feel like this, you know, whoever this is, like you felt like you were meant to be with this person, but you're recognizing that you can't be because of who they are. Yeah, I'm hearing never enough. Yeah, 4 of pumpkins here in the reverse, which is 4 of pentacles. So this is where it's like you're releasing, you're relinquishing your control because you were just like stressing about it too much, you know, and thinking that it was something wrong with you, and it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with like the person that you're dealing with. Like this person is a walking red flag, genuinely. Okay, they are a red flag. Hold on, where did that say red flag on here? Right here, red flag. All right. So be mindful of that cleansing here. There's a healing and a cleansing. Yeah, Page of Swords. Spirit wants you to really look into different things. So make sure that you're taking your salt baths, you're cleansing your aura. You know, the veil is definitely thinner right now, especially for those that are not always intuitively aligned. They may notice a lot more happening. But for the rest of us that are, you know, it just is intensified. That's all, okay? So pay attention to like your dreams. Some of you guys need to go sit by like water, sit underneath the moonlight, you know, whatever it is to cleanse yourself of this like situation that you got in that is not making you happy, to cleanse anything away that, you know, you're not happy about here, so that you can start to see things more clearly. You know, we can't see things clearly in a pot of boiling water, and that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you need to cleanse away these emotions so that you can see more clearly, because honestly right now it's just like a mirage almost, okay? Like those things in the desert, where it's like you think that you're seeing something, but it's not actually what it is. So be mindful of that. Again, Spirit's showing you a lot of signs, a lot of different synchronizations, okay? Somebody could be only... I'm hearing that one song where it's like, you really think it's money over loyalty, you're looking like a stranger, okay? Made it from the ground up. You can look my name up. I try to make him proud of me. Okay, so it's like this energy of like you're really making a lot of progress in life, but you're dealing with somebody who, you know, they're not meant to be around during like your winning season. You haven't quite walked into your winning season just yet, but you are about to. All right, and this person is, you know, very they're stuck on the way that things look rather than what they feel. All right, and because of that, they make a lot of bad decisions. Again, that's not a reflection of you. Spirit is saving you from this individual. Let's see what else we have here. This could be a friend as well, okay? Hi, Brittany. Hello, beautiful. Messages, please, for finances and career for Aquarius. Thank you. We've got abuse of power. Not a great start. You have love affair. Also not good. And you have new beginnings. Overall energy is harmonious coworkers in the reverse, okay? So yeah, there could be some drama going on at work, okay? There could be like a love affair going on at work. It doesn't even have to directly involve you, all right? It could just be others of you. Now, for some of you guys, your love life is directly impacting your career because you're prioritizing it, so you're distracted at work. I definitely see somebody abusing their power though, you know, and trying to get away with things by throwing you under the bus in some sort of way. Some of you guys are just gonna end up getting a new job or like hitting the reset button, and this is your divine protection. Like, you have to understand, this job was never really meant for you. There's something better for you where you're meant to make more money. Like, you're not meant to be stuck in a certain place that you were trying to keep yourself limited in. All right, tell me about abuse of power. Thank you. You have the World card in the reverse, which is a lack of success and uncompleted cycle, and the Tower card in the reverse. So it's like you're trying to build over and over again on something that was already dead. You know, it's like kicking a dead horse, right? That's not the saying here. Trying to feed a dead horse? I don't know. I forget the saying of the horse, okay? I don't know, but basically you're just you know, it's yeah, 2 wands in the reverse and the Devil card here. There was like a fear of trying to make a change that was completely necessary for you. Your current energy with love affair is the Page of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of emotionally immature people around you. The Hierophant in the reverse. Okay, there's somebody emotionally unavailable for you right now. All right. Making them trying to drink water. Yeah, I know that one. That's a different one. Where it's like you can bring horse to water. Flogging a dead horse. Jane, what are you into? Just kidding. Sorry. You just used the word flogging, and I'm like, oh, nice. We got one of those. Okay, just kidding. I'm not. Whatever. Authenticity is key, and I have ADHD, so sometimes I say things that I wish I didn't. Okay. New beginnings. Beating a dead horse. Yes, James, exactly. You feel me. But yeah, no, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. But that's a different saying. That's something entirely different, you know? But they're both dragging dead weight, essentially, right? Yeah. So in your current energy, basically you're dealing with somebody who's just emotionally unavailable and immature. They could be cheating, okay? If they are in a relationship, there's like some sort of cheating going on. You might be trying to like expose that cheating or something. This could be somebody that like you've known since like childhood, or that you grew up with in some sort of way as well, or like you've known for a long time. You might find out that a partner of yours is cheating at work, okay? Or again, this is just going on around you. Is this happening to Aquarius or around them? 10 of Wands in the reverse. I don't really feel like it's happening to you. It's happening around you, though. Like, you know of something. Yeah, the Empress card in the reverse. You know of somebody who is cheating at work, basically. Okay? You know some drama. It could be a Taurus or a Libra. It's somebody who's married, though, or they claim to be married. Like 5 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it's not really your drama, so don't get too involved in it, okay? Now, for others of you guys, you know, it's somebody who, you know, you might be struggling here because, like, you're having these fears or worries that you're being cheated on. You know, this could be possibly coming from insecurity, and I'm here to tell you, like, you're not being cheated on. Don't lose your mind in this situation, okay? And stop letting your love life distract you at work. Trust yourself, and know that your partner is trustworthy, for whoever needed to hear that, okay? And honestly, please, like, if you're experiencing any type of like psychosis where you can't discern the difference between your own thoughts and your intuition or anything, number one, grounding, breath work, listening to, you know, meditation music, and number two, get the fuck off of tarot readings, genuinely, like, respectfully, because it's only going to harm yourself. You're going to start clicking on every single reading to look for something that you want to see, and the universe will provide the evidence to whatever you want to see, and you will manifest that, okay? It's important to recognize how powerful you are. And so somebody here that's going to be for, like, honestly one person here, but you need to understand what you're trying to manifest. The universe is saying, no, I'm trying to protect you from your own self right now, from your own shadow right now, so chill it. Put it on ice, baby. Put it on ice, yeah, with a nice little, like, orange wedge, you know, like some whiskey. All right, new beginnings here. Wheel of Fortune, again, in your favor. In your favor here. There's something fated to change for you, Aquarius. All right. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse here. You weren't making enough. Like, there was more output and there was not enough coming in, which leads to depletion. Okay. So for those of you guys that are going to end up going in a new job direction or something like that, there's something coming up for you. For those of you guys that are looking for more, like, a promotion or a raise, and you're just dealing with a bunch of drama at work and people trying to compete and stuff like that, they can't compete where they can't compare. Okay. They cannot compete where they cannot compare. I love you, Brittany. Thank you for being here. Yeah, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Baby, there's nothing to worry about. Like, be careful of being in your mind, you know? Like, we are our own worst enemies, you know? And you know when you walk into a room and you're like, oh my god, they're judging me because of my costume. I'm just using costume because of this, right? They're judging me because of my costume. Like, you're probably the only one thinking that. You're the one that's judging you because of your costume, okay? I got a lot of costumes that you guys can judge of. I'm kind of excited. I hope that you guys don't think that... Well, I have one really scary one. It's not scary, but I feel like it's gonna freak people out. I'm really excited because it's definitely me. Definitely me. Okay, Queen of Swords, though. Anyways, you have a lot of discernment and wisdom here, and healthy boundaries. There's something here about healthy boundaries, all right? There's something, for some of you guys, you might be, leveling up to like a more of a boss position at work or something like that. I'm hearing in the HR department, or there's something here about like the HR department, and things being favorable. Tell me about harmonious coworkers in the reverse. Thank you. We have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pumpkins, 7-7. So again, 777, represents protection. It represents heaven. But with the Seven of Swords here and then the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, you just got lies and everything like that going on. There's a lot of drama going on at your work. There is drama, and I just feel like telling you, like, what happens in the dark is going to come to light. Like, I hate to give so many cliche sayings right now, but it's what's coming to me. Okay, and it has to do with work. It has to do with like secret competition, people trying to slow you down. You might have a lot of anxiety around this. Okay, you know, just trust this process. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Damn, you have people trying to like betray you, or everyone's just throwing each other on the bus. If you're dealing with like multiple people and situations, all those people are going to take themselves down. They are. And then you're going to be removed. Like, if people are trying to blame you as the problem, you're being removed here. You can't blame you if you're not around to be the problem, right? The Moon card in the reverse. What happens in the dark comes to light. I literally just said that. The Moon card in the reverse, okay? This is where secrets are coming to light. Temperance card. And that's because of the Divine. The Divine is stepping in to create balance in the situation here. Yeah, Six of Pumpkins. So, honestly, there's really nothing that you have to do. Stop trying to prove yourself. Stop trying to make people see your side of things, etc. Okay, the Divine is going to bring balance into the situation, and everyone is going to bury themselves. So it's best just to stay neutral here. Stay neutral and know that you have new beginnings on the way. Even if you end up like losing your job or walking away, I do feel like somebody here is going to lose their job, and I'm sorry about that. I know how shitty that is, and it can feel so, it can like bring up a lot of fear. All right, but I feel like it's gonna be this energy of like bringing up fear, then bringing up relief, and then bam, it's like all of a sudden this opportunity comes up out of nowhere, and you're making way more money in a better position. Okay, but I understand that a lot of people, yeah, job security here, a lot of people are very worried about security and finances right now, which is normal. So I mean, it's okay to go through that wheel of emotions, just like feel them as they come out. Let's see what we got for love life, please. Message, matter of the heart, matters of the heart. Palm tree in the reverse and healthy choices in the reverse. Okay, we have Cupid's arrow in the upright. They want you to be management, but you feel like it's too much drama. Yeah, maybe you are management material, but in a different company or something like that. You know what I mean? If you feel like it's too much drama, or you need to you have to understand that Mars is in Scorpio right now, so there's gonna be like a lot of power struggles and stuff like that are gonna happen. And people are really gonna try to take advantage of things that they shouldn't. So it's an important time to really implement these boundaries and be like, absolutely not. I said what I said. For example, my wife is at work right now. And all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, tomorrow's our 20th year anniversary or some bullshit, whatever. And it's like, you're gonna stay and help decorate the office. No, the fuck she's not. She's like, absolutely not. Do I look like a decorator? Is this under my job title? No. Especially when you just sprung it on me. Like, no. Like, my wife and I wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We got kids to get off to school and stuff like that. We're not. No, absolutely not. So it's just like one of those things where you just got to stand your ground and be like, no. Hire a professional decorator. Do this, do that. Like, you got to tell these employees, like, hey, first of all, I will not tolerate you talking to me like that. Okay, you don't cuss at me. There's more respectful ways to have these conversations. I'm not going to stand around and take this. This is abusive. Like, you give them a warning and you walk away. You don't give them what they want. So make sure that you are putting up healthy boundaries, okay? I mean, making the right choices and decisions for you. And I definitely see choices and decisions is, like I said, a big thing for you this week. Messages, please, for love life, though. Love life, please. Okay. We have addiction. Okay, yeah, I was picking that up with healthy choices and palm tree in the reverse. I think that somebody drinks too much. Okay, I'm picking up on drinking. I picked this up on Libra's reading too. Slightly, I don't know exactly what it was, but There's something here where there's some sort of like addiction that's going to lead to a separation. Okay, I feel like somebody here is in a codependent slash like controlling relationship. All right. You know, this isn't going to be for everyone. This could be, let's get some details on it. Actually, clarify healthy choices in the reverse. We have the Tower card in the reverse, trying to avoid something. Then you have Cupid's arrow clarified by the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Four of Wands in the reverse. And then you have addiction clarified by the Empress in the reverse with the Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So there's going to be a hard conversation that's had. I said this in another reading today as well. I feel like somebody's insecurities are getting in the way of a relationship. Okay, somebody's very like controlling and manipulative, and I'm not sure if they're even aware of it. Okay, that I'm not saying that they're innately a bad person. Now, for others of you out there, you're dealing with somebody who is trying to hide an addiction, like they're actively addicted to something, whether they're actively addicted to chaos or drama, or they're actively addicted to like attention, because they're insecure, so they need constant attention and just nothing's ever enough, or they're actively, addicted to, it could be anything, like, right? We could be addicted to anything. We could be addicted to social media and we don't know how to live presently and be in the moment, right? It could be anything, but somebody here is addicted to something and it's impacting the relationship essentially. Okay. Now with Cupid's arrow, it's like wanting to be surprised, wanting to, see this relationship transform and, trying to make somebody see your perspective of a situation over and over again. Yeah. But they just don't though. They can't, they don't have the ability to see things that way. Me and you, we could both stand there and watch a building burn down, and we're both going to have different memory about how the building burned down. Okay, my cat meowing as the confirmation there. Memory is malleable. And Mel, come here. Memory is malleable here, so you have to understand that everyone's memory is shaped by our own personal past experiences, and it's based on how we choose to perceive them or remember them. And I just feel like you have always kind of sat around waiting for people to see your side of things or to change and, like show up for you in the way that you want them to show up, but they don't. And this continuously happens. This is like a pattern in your life where it's like they can't stop projecting you onto other people. You're not a bad person, and I'm not saying this projection is necessarily wrong. Like, of course, why wouldn't we want to meet another loving individual that can mirror that onto us, that love back onto us? But sometimes there are just people that are just takers, and I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is just a taker. They are not able to give, and that's the unfortunate thing, but you have to see people for who they are, not who you want them to be. You have to see them for what they're giving you in the moment, not what you thought things would be with them. And I feel like you're just so busy trying to change somebody's mind or opinion or help them see you. And, it's like you're talking to a brick wall. And I've been here multiple times in the past where it's like you're just talking to a brick wall. It'll never change. Come here, Marcy's. Mighty, come here. He's like, no, lady. Okay. So I do feel like there's going to be a difficult conversation where you're not really happy with the outcome, if I'm honest, because it leads to a separation. It leads to two people going the opposite direction. Okay, you guys are going to go in different directions, and that's not necessarily what you want. You felt like this was a strong connection, but in all reality, this person just has a lot of different secrets and stuff like that. Okay, there could be insecurities. There's a lot that's blocking this individual here. Yeah, and there's codependence to specific desires and outcomes, and that could be coming from you. It's like when we are like, oh no, this person, I know they're capable of loving me because they've done it before in the past, or they've done this, or they've done that. They could have been masking. They could have been masking, and none of that was like actually real. It's like they were showing you what you wanted to see, not who they really are. And now that they're comfortable, they're showing you who they really are. And now there's hiccups. Now there's things where it's like, okay, I need to take a step back here. 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's like you planned long term with somebody, but you're seeing the truth of the situation now for what it is. All right. which is unfortunate here. Yeah, coffin, endings and new beginnings. So you are going to have a new beginning after the separation, this ending, okay? And the love that you do seek is out there for you. Again, this is protection on your part. This is a sticky situation. It's not how you wanted it to go, but the divine is like, hey, trust this process. We've got other plans for you. There was a lesson in this. Ask what this is teaching you is in the reverse lesson. Some of you guys are meant to share a lesson through this other person, like where they received a type of love that they've never received before, and then when you take your energy back, they're going to learn what that's like, of, you know, meeting people that give as much as they do. All right, messages, please. Sometimes you like, it has to be absent in order to, you know, really appreciate it, unfortunately. Symbols, music, numbers, and signs. Spirit is communicating with you, though, right now, okay? Finances and home life are stable. Stay blessed. Like, even in your work situation, just know that you're blessed. Again, you are so protected throughout every sticky situation that you're in right now. Just trust this process. Trust it. Okay, make sure that you are raising your vibration. Try to listen to meditation music in the background, like, of your videos. Okay, go out and, like, have fun. Try to do things that excite you, you know, and know that you deserve more. So raise the price of who has access to you. Also, some of you guys are needing to really check your pictures. There could be some, like, orbs or something like that. You might, I'm hearing your Ring camera, or, like, your, you know, security cameras as well. You're gonna see something there, so that Spirit's, like, showing you they're with you. Also, I don't know who this is, but you might be, like, a ghost hunter. I don't know. I don't really know the accurate terminology for that, or, like, what you guys are called, like, your little okay, like, you go out with your devices and stuff like that. You might be into that, or there's something that you do or are signing up here. And then Soul is coming up to give lots of love and kisses. So this is my dog Soul, and she brings the light into everything. Anyways, Aquarius, that's what I've got for you guys, babies. I love you guys. Just trust this process here. All right, is there anything else for Aquarius? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something for whatever reason. Appreciation. Yeah, no, trust me, you're gonna appreciate where you end up after all of this. But you're moving away from people that are really caught in their ego, that would never actually be able to. Yeah, and I'm telling you, you have a fair here again. So choice here again. That was your original card, so it's just the same energy here. Make the right choices and decisions, and trust that you're going to get out of this, and that you're protected in this. Stand in your power, cut the cords, call your power back from situations, and everything will just align naturally for you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, babies.